There you
go.
That's good.
Yeah. Oh, y'all just noticed? Yeah, that's why I went in. That is a very cool little quote there, Mike, saying, "Hurry up, Frosty's melting." RDV just jumped in. We were waiting for everybody to join us here. Before we start, once again, let me thank everybody who participated and helped out the family. We crisis averted, and and we did exactly what we were thinking. We're going to sock everything else away so this doesn't happen again, and hopefully down the line we'll be able to get out of here and get into something cool. That being said, nobody bought the $2,000 comic. What up? I'm just kidding. Tonight we're gonna we did Rudolph comic covers, so I figured, you know what, I don't know if you girls actually have an edge or not, but I know you like cute things. So when you're here, I'll put out the cute comics, or at least the non-offensive one. And I thought, we did Rudolph, let's do the Frosty covers. Not a lot of people.
That's why they read with Vankman and me.
There you go. Yes.
Frosty's pretty edgy. That song ends with him being chased by cops.
That is true. Yeah, and a magician. He took he kidnapped. He took a little girl all the way up to the North Pole.
Oh, he also took out a girl in the shower.
That is true. That happened as well. Yeah. But anyway, just say I don't have 2,000
different movies, but I don't remember.
Well, not a lot of people even know that there were Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer comic books or Frosty. I did have to mix it to get 12. I did have to mix it with The Littlest Snowman. So there is a bit of a mixture here.
Littlest Snowman.
We knew there was
Is everything okay upstairs? I heard you say something about
Amy Rudolph.
Pistachio.
Oh, I'm just talking.
It's well because in the Rudolph movie, he was actually voiced by a girl. So
yeah.
Oh, really?
Well, they did that a lot with kids back in the day.
Even anime.
Yeah. So let's see. Eric is in the starter block here. So let's go for book one. Let me share this thing out.
Age Before Beauty.
Alrighty. And we'll share out the background here. And yeah, on the on the thumbnail, I had to put the happy birthday for Frosty, because that's what he always says, right? Okay, so
imagine using the Dell ones too.
Oh yeah, the Dells are all they have. So here we go, gang. Eric, you could start us off. I don't know what order they're in. This is 4-color or something or other, but here you go.
Oh,
you blew that horn, Seal.
That one was going to poke his belly.
oh my gosh, they're paying attention to the lyrics. He has a button nose.
Oh yeah.
In the old cartoons, he always had a carrot nose.
By the way, Spinner Rack, who has shown up for a couple of these, posted one of his Christmas videos today, and he had the Rudolph that we let off with last night, and he's got he showed a couple Frosties. I'll let you know when we get to them, but it's a quick 4-minute video. Spinner Rack Studios, check it out. He's got some awesome Christmas comics.
Oh, nice.
And this is a 10.
Alrighty. It is a 10 from Eric. And how about the Lesters? What do y'all think?
Oh my gosh. I love this style. I love the way he represents the texture on the fur, on the seals. Just, it's a simple, like, brown on tan kind of silhouette, but these little flecks of kind of varying shades that kind of give it a sense of depth. It's a really graphic style, and the clothes are so cute. It's just adorable. I really love this. It's a 10 for sure.
All right. Oh, before you go on ahead, Melissa, my wife's here. She says hello to you too.
Oh, hi, Gail. How are you doing?
Did you hear that?
Wasn't it Batman 36?
All right. There you go. How are you doing, Gail? Yes.
Wow.
Gail, it's not too late to hit him.
It's not too late to hit me, says RDV. They're still wanting that to happen. All righty. What do you?
That's a miracle.
He does, including 26. Wait, what are we doing?
I guess he, in one of his videos, because I didn't see the second one, maybe he had a Detective 26. Maybe that's got a Christmas theme.
It's more
right
likely
Batman.
The one with the spotlight on him has a Christmas story in it. So that might
Batman started Detective 27. It says here he's at 26.
Yeah. I don't know. We're going to be doing those next season.
Batman.
So yeah.
Yeah, very, very old Batman. My eyes are bad. I thought it said 36, but it's 26.
All righty, Melissa, what do you say about this?
I love. I think what appeals to me most in this image is just the eyes. Like I really love like the Frosty's eyes. That's all just very like those shapes, and the ink works terrific on that, and the colors are appealing, and nothing. Everyone looks happy and focused on. They look like they're enjoying stuff. They don't seem like they're staring blankly into space or anything like that. They're all engaged in what they're doing, and it does not feel like dead or strange or anything at all. So yeah, this is a 10.
All right. And RDV.
That poor sea lion is deep throating that horn. You can't tell me that.
Dude, it's a kid's book.
No, I'm not saying about that. Yes, if your mind went there.
Yeah,
no, I said like I thought they usually just blow on the part of it, but apparently like he swallowed the whole entire horn. It's crazy.
I think he's maybe waiting for his cue. Like
unless he's in between his own hand.
Right, he's getting ready to go.
Because I would say like that's a poor thing he's choking on that. Yeah, it is an interesting cover. You know, why is Frosty standing so close to them though? That's the thing. But I love the depth on him. I love the shading. I love the Igma scarf. It even has a snowflake on it too. The eyes, the button nose, the mouth, everything. The detail on the tambourine, even the derpy mouth on the seals.
They're cute.
Especially the one with the tambourine.
Yeah.
It's a 10.
Yeah.
Alrighty. You know, I've got to tell you, I think it's something I've always enjoyed and liked these Dell painted covers. But when we started ranking them, I kind of was worried because they're very simple covers. You know, it's so much of it just, as you see here, it's a blank orange background. And of course, you have to look at the characters that are being drawn. They are really what they just want to sell the joke or the bit or whatever it is. And you just pointed out a lot of reasons as to how and why this works for this particular book. I'm not going to jump off the 10 train here. I think this is a great way to start the show. It is a beautiful comic, but there you go.
Is that okay? Now you said it's an orange background or orange-ish. That I always assume that's red.
That's a red background to you. It looks orange to me.
Might be a mixture of both.
Tomato.
There
red?
you go.
Tomato.
Let's call the whole thing off.
All right. And let's get to, hold on just a second. Alrighty, and that did not go well. Okay.
Oh, I think it's a pretty good rating. All right, everybody seems like it.
No, I'm looking for the comics so I can identify what's going on here. Okay, this is actually the second. This is or is it no? Okay, we're backwards here. This is one of the last ones.
Okay, it's the second one we're gonna see though.
Okay. All right. 1153. Okay, here we go. Let's go to the chat. Let's all go to the lobby.
There. You got dad jokes there. You might not want to go there.
All right, so Jay says 10, One Slick says 10, Joe says 10, Jackson says 10, and Michael Taylor says 10, while Rhaegar says 7. Now let me get the 5 10s and a 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, Wilmer Rivera is in the house saying 9, and then we have Austin saying 10, and Desert Rose saying 10. We've got an ethereal 7 as well there, and an evening all says Brian Stam, giving it a 7. So we've got 2 10s, 3 7s here. All right, 1, 2, and 3 7s. 1, 2, and 3. And let's see, Library says 9. And Marani says Frosty Snowman #1, adorably rendered in the style of the era. Christmas seal on the cover. For Real Icy Trade Dress, score a singing 10. All right, so we have a 9 and a 10 for the first book of the evening here from those two. And then let's see, any more numbers? Reddish orange, planted a blood orange tree. Yeah, I think I'm going to miss oranges and just picking an orange off a tree. We used to have them in our backyard. It was wonderful. All right, 4 7s trying to take out what amounts to 12 10s, ladies and gentlemen. And we are off to a great start for the first time in a long time, actually. We're starting off on a 10, so there we go. And let's move on to the Lester sisters. And they have our book 2. Okay, yeah, for book 2. And here you go. I'll find out whatever number it is for my particular record. Actually, this is the first one. This is issue number 1 of 4-color comics starring Frosty.
That's what we do here in the north. We cut down the trees and we let them down. We ran down the hill.
Okay.
It's
Doesn't
actually
roll
accurate.
right?
No.
Huh. Well, that's good. I mean, it sure looks like they're having a fun time, and I like the pink sky. This
Still
is
be at the
really
lake.
Oh, wait.
I'm going to
There's a
the
lake. There's a river at the bottom of the hill.
So oh, it's probably like a common path, I guess. Yeah, probably. This is cute. I like it. I think I would give it a 10.
It's sweet. That's fun. Yeah, I'll give it a 10 too.
I always thought that was ingenious that the loggers up in like Maine and stuff, or Vermont, they cut down the trees and then float them down the river, and then pull them by train the rest of the way.
Oh, to make a correction, this is the very last of the Frosties. I am going backwards here, apparently. Usually I start at the beginning and go forward. How about you? RDV, what do you say?
You ever been to Six Flags? That's what you go. This is the log ride they have.
I've ridden log flumes, never been to... Yeah, actually it was. No, is Great America still the same company?
Yeah, in America, yeah.
Yeah, I went to one in Georgia, I think. It was Six Flags over Georgia.
It's a cheaper version of Splash Mountain without the animatronics.
Yeah, there's a difference between an amusement park and a theme park, just saying.
Well, you both get amusement out of them, don't you?
Yeah. But it is different.
But this is great. Yeah, if they crash, that kid's buried in snow. But it's cute cover. I like those trees, in the background, the 2 trees, and then you have the little Charlie Brown Christmas tree right there. I'm going 10.
All righty. What I'm seeing here. Oh, I'm sorry. Go on ahead, Eric.
I was hoping you were going to go because I'm getting cocky. I'm eating popcorn.
Dude, you have a bad tooth. That's just going to be very
hungry.
All those popcorn kernels are going to ignore all the good ones. It's just going to go straight into that one gum.
It's weird when something gets stuck in there. It's like it blocks out the nerve ending or whatever. Mm-hmm. Anyway, this is a 10. I agree. This is very cute.
All righty. Now, what I'm seeing here isn't the fact that the first kid's going to get hit with snow if they crash. I think the little girl is going to go through Frosty, and the 2 of them are going to be smashed up a tree together. But that's my grim notice there. And because of that, I'm agreeing with you guys. All righty, a 10 from Jay, a 10 from the library. Brian gives it a 9. Desert Rose and Joe both give them 10s. And we got a 7 from Ethereal. So it's a 7, 9, and 4 10s. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And a 9 and a 7. All righty, kids. How y'all doing tonight? Jackson says, I'll give it a 10. Wilmer says 10. So does Michael. So does One Slick, adding it's the second time they were sledding down a hill. All righty. So we've got 1, 2, 3, and 4. 4 more. 1, 2, 3, and 4. All righty. Rhaegar is saying 6, and that's the last of the bids here.
You got Maranias?
Oh, thank you. Frosty number. I always stop beforehand so I could take time to read off, and I guess this time I was like, whoops. I was looking for the number instead of there you go. All right, Frosty number 2, wonderfully adorable scene that sells the book to the target audience. Pink sky, yellow moons, green clovers feel like an early morning, just enough background to set the winter scene. Score a log ride 10. Alrighty, there we go. Okay, kids, 161719. 14 10s. I mean, we're a 10 fest tonight.
Old man can't eat popcorn, says Jackson.
There you go. Okie dokie. Oh, hey, we got 2 more. Ollie Pong and Jay jumped in. What's up, guys? So now it's 16 10s. Alrighty. Let's get here we go. The stop. Remember, late bids do count, and we'll get the go for RDV and book 3. Oh, I actually wrote go for RDV instead of book 3. All right, book 3. There we are.
It's great for you to cheer me on.
Go RDV!
Go, go. Yes. Go, Power Rangers fighting weird people. All righty, here we go. And this is it's, the 3rd book. What number is this? I'll find out.
Frosty the Dancing Snowman.
Oh, this is the 2nd ever Frosty the Snowman book.
Huh.
Is
he shooting out snowballs out of his hat?
Yeah.
Yay!
The one kid in the back left is like, oh my gosh.
He's about to get nailed.
No, the little kid, the little one. He's like, he looks frightened.
What do I behold?
Yeah, but I don't remember Frosty having. I guess he was in the cartoon. He was drawn differently. His bottom, right? Because he looks like he has little legs here and a fat body.
Yeah, in the cartoon he is drawn differently, but these
John
came.
Goodman puts him right.
Oh no, that one was horrible, man. That was a bad one. No.
I'm gonna go 8 on this.
Actually, as the series goes on, his legs do get thicker. I see. Yeah.
It's just I like him having his hat on, and now his mouth is different.
Mm-hmm.
It's not the derpy mouth he had before.
It's an outline of bricks.
It actually, like I said, this is the 2nd ever Frosty the Snowman.
That's creepy.
I'm looking at the covers, and there is an evolution to Frosty as we go. But there you go. What'd you give this one, Bankman?
I give it an 8, and I hope he gets Jenny Craig and slims down.
Okay, well, yeah, that don't happen. All righty, and let's see. We have Eric next.
Yeah, I was leaning towards 8 myself.
All right. And Melissa and Amy, what do you say to this?
Yeah, I would say 8. It's not as magical as the other 2, but it's not, even though it's not exactly in taste, it's not like
it's bad,
really bad. So yeah, I think an 8 would be good.
Okay, Melissa.
The children are nicely drawn. They have good movement in them, and
Sure.
the energy is fun. Yeah, I think I'll give it an 8 too.
All righty. Now, I look at this cover, and I think it's very whimsical. I actually like it better than you guys. But I do have a weird question, and I think it's probably the most poignant question you will ever hear in your entire lives.
Ooh.
What is up with the hats? Because you got one guy's pokey thing going back, one is leaning this way, and one is going forward, which is are they in a tornado? I don't know enough about pointy winter hats to I'm learning.
It's a pretty fierce wind, actually. You do make a point.
Yeah.
Maybe they represent 3 different gangs.
There you go. I should not have ignored the Frostiest Snowman Street Gang problem. Mm-hmm. It's something we should be a little bit more sensitive to. I feel it was my white privilege that kept me away from coming up with that answer. There you go. But I'm giving this a 9. Okay, and let's go to the chat. And Ollie Pong says, "How did the auction, sir? It went awesomely." And once again, I thank everybody who helped out. Crisis averted. First thing we did when we woke up today is here's the card. Take and pay whatever you need to there, Gilly. Let's see. We have a 10 from Jay, a 7 from Ollie Pong. Alrighty. We got a 7 and a 10. And then we have 10 from Joe and 9 from Brian Stam. And Wilmer says 8. Desert Rose says 9. And Library says 8. So does Austin saying for Snowman Gore. Okay. So what is that? That is, boom, that is 2 8s, 2 9s. Wait, no, 3 8s, 2 9s, and a 10. Alrighty. 3 8s, 1, 2, and 3, 2 9s, and a 10. Okie dokies. Let's move on down. I'm the one who told. Okay, that was that. 4. It looks creepy, says Ethereal Dragon. Alrighty, and then we have Maranya. One Slick saying 9, and then Maranya, who says Frosty Snowman number 3. This illustration feels closer to the animated version, but still unique. Kids are rendered in the era appropriate style. Scored a dancing Frosty 10. And Michael Taylor says 8. Rhaegar says 7. So let's put on that 7 and that 8. And let's see. In the original black and white short story, we got a 7. We do not want to know where those snowballs actually came from. Look, he just raised his leg. All righty. So we got a 7 there. And boom, let's see. Alrighty, and there we go. So apparently someplace, what is CBM and why are we having an argument about it?
Comic Memories, Dr. Silver's channel.
Oh, okay. Okay. I guess there was a little something in the chat going on. Alrighty, so we have 1 4 taking out one of those 3 10s, 3 7s, taking out the last 2, and one of those 4 9s, and then 8 8s. Wiping everything out, and that's where we're going to put this one. All righty. Bum, bum.
I was just curious what's up with Jackson. Him and his lover, Jay, seem to be having a tip right there.
Oh. They're a couple?
Why would you? How dare you?
Know what? Actually, you know what? That tracks. That tracks. All
Why
right.
would you be shocked by that? How dare you?
I just didn't know. I'm not shocked. I didn't know. You know, you two guys just, you know,
don't judge them.
All right.
Love is love.
Okay. I'm not judging. I'm just saying, wow, I didn't know. Congratulations. Holy Toledo.
Cancel this guy. How dare you?
For saying it, okay. Yeah, that's about how it is talking to a kid today. All righty, let's go. Oh, I get to start this next one. It is book 4. Go for book 4, and we'll see what this one is. There we go. And we have Happy Birthday. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is book 6, or number 748 of the 4 colors. Alrighty.
That broom is broken.
Yeah, a little bit. You know what? I remember riding around on a big broom like that because they were big ass brooms back in the day.
Did he go?
No, I'd never laughed like that. You'd get your ass kicked in my neighborhood for laughing out like that. Look, this is bringing it back to the original stuff. I think it's the simple images. The kids are happy. One kid, I guess, is either on ice skates or about to hit the deck. Because I've learned with ice now, don't screw around on it. You ain't running across ice, kids. And that was just outside on my back porch here. Oh, look, an ice pet. You know, yeah. The trees are well done. I think this is awesome. I think we're going back to 10 Town for me. All righty. How about you, Eric?
Yeah, I think so.
Alrighty. And ladies.
Oh, boy, this is great. I love the stylization on the skates, the little curl they put on the blade. It kind of sells the idea of them being skates, but it still creates a softer image. And the little children on this are just adorable. I love all the textures and patterns used in their coats and their little hats and things like that. It's such a cute piece.
Alrighty. What do you score it?
Oh, a 10.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh, both of you. Okay. RDV. What
I
says
just noticed the little girl in the background with a pink shirt.
Uh-huh.
Her foot looks like a heart.
Oh, it does.
And where's place next to the girl's face, she's smiling. It looks like a heart.
So cute.
Bah humbug.
Also, I've never seen ice skates like that before. It looks like someone just took your metal railing off your front porch.
Actually, if Snidely Whiplash's mustache were skates.
Did he say curses, or is that just a more generic film thing? Curses.
No, I think he did.
Okay.
All right, so this is gonna be a 10 till somebody falls through the ice.
And then it's a 20.
Yeah, 20 to life.
Alrighty, let's get to the chat and see what they're saying. Apparently, we like these painted covers over at Dell. I'm very happy with
hey,
this.
hold on, though.
What?
Amy, see that yellow glow behind the trees? That's the forest fire.
Oh, there you go.
Yes.
Oh,
Oh, pretty soon those trees are going to be toast.
Brian gives this a 10. So does Jay, Michael Taylor, Desert Rose, and Joe. Ollie Pong gives this an 8. So it's 5 10s and an 8. We're loving these things, apparently. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then an 8 from Ollie Pong. 10 from the library for the great Frosty and Enchanting Hues. Jackman is right behind that tree right there. We have Jay and Jackson. Don't make Moran. You put the two of you in separate corners of one slick. Ethereal is saying 7. We got a 10 from Wilmer. All righty. We got a 7 and a 10. And then we have, let's see, Frosty 4, very jolly Frosty with some those same kids. Wonderful winter background, adorable. Scora Sonia Heine figure 810.
Are these the House of Mystery kids?
Aren't they all? 10 from a Jackson, 10 from a one slick. Best cover so far, says Jay. Rhaegar says 10. You got to be careful driving to blah, blah, blah. Jackson and Jay, you both need to close a dose of Christmas spirit in you. Or I'll send you to the naughty corner.
Do you see the last part? It says Eric's house.
So
not Eric's house. Anything but that.
sounds like I'm coming out of this the loser.
Well. All right. Anywho, we got three more of those 10. So let's drop this into here. And we have, wow, this is really something. 7 and 8 and 2. This is going to be a 10 night tonight when it comes to the end of the evening and ranking everything. There we go. All righty. First third down, we're rounding the corner here, and it is back. Whoops, hold on just a sec. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Alrighty. Let's see. What is next? We've got Eric leading us off, and it is book number 5. The Littlest Snowman Rescues Christmas.
Demon.
Oh my.
That's Casper's uncle, right? Bob.
Okay. You can see the engine has just stopped.
I know, right?
So it's going to land right on the street critters. It's going to be, it's good. Carnage. 10 for the carnage.
All righty. And let's see. We have the Lester sisters. Now, by the way, before you start going to the war that's in the chats, Jackson has said, it is Christmas time. The comics would be nice, but it is Christmas, so I'll stop right here. And Jay saying that I'm going to get the comics, and he'll see you soon. All right, Amy and Melissa.
Merry effing Christmas to me.
I mean, it's kind of bizarre a little bit, but it's so unhinged. It's almost like it's its own kind of like pop art creation. I'm looking at this and it's like,
I'm going to actually physically describe the Littlest Snowman. White man, he has black over eyes, a blue and white striped scarf, a red fedora, black and yellow striped mittens, and a chest on his chest, a heart on his chest.
Says
That
I love you,
has, I
trauma.
love you truly printed on it.
Now, isn't that the song that Ernie and Bert sing on the wedding night of George and Mary?
Actually, I think it's supposed to be Truman.
Oh, I love you, Truman. Okay, yeah. But isn't that the song, I love you truly? You know, the rain's coming down, they're standing out.
Oh, that sounds adorable.
Yeah. It's a wonderful life. For those of you
Was
who
this
don't
during
know.
World War
Did
II?
someone call?
All right.
Think of it, Truman.
So what do you give this, ladies?
It's so bizarre. But the little animals are so cute. It's just, I don't know, 10.
Not for long.
Like it's just kind of a sensory overload thing, but it's neat.
Is it like kind of like a just so bizarre it's wonderful, like looking at a museum of bad art entry?
Right, almost, but it's still
good. It's
But
just
like what?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, I'll give it a 10 too.
Alrighty. And Amy?
10.
Okie dokie. And RDV?
So what's crazy about this? That the reason why he's up there because he just started a forest fire down there, and he's fleeing. The animals are like, "Take us with you." And he's like, "Screw you."
I think Cliff Cornwall's gonna have to take him down then.
Yeah. Well, honestly, that's a soapbox thing. There's no way he even got that much hang time. It's gonna crash.
Yeah. Then he didn't make a very big forest fire. I think the little squirrels are gonna be.
I like to pretend that gray squirrel is actually from the Sword in the Stone.
You're right, Vangman. The critters escaped the forest fire only to be squashed by the falling projectile.
Yeah, it's a 10.
All
I
right.
think I'm supposed to say I love you, Truman, though, because this might be during World War II.
What?
I don't know. Or I love trauma.
I love you, trauma. Nah, I don't think that fits.
No, doesn't quite.
Well,
the
it's not
same.
meant to be a song. He's a Care Bear snowman.
Right.
No, it's Care Bear.
Okay, I'm giving this one an
Is Care
8.
Bear?
Alrighty, going to the chapel, and we're Rhaegar says 10, Jay says 9, Ethereal says 8, Joe says 10, adorable animals, 8 from Brian, and One Slick says 9. I don't think that aircraft is approved by the FFA. Alrighty, so 1, 2 8s, 1, 2 9s, and 1 and 2 10s. Alrighty, 2 8s. 2 9s.
Oh, it's a bowling plane. That's why it's missing things.
And 2 10s. There you go. Desert Rose says 8. Wow, right at Creepy Town here. Give it a 7, says Ollie Bong. 10 for the odd otherworldly Earth 2 pilot Frosty and the little golden book animals.
Right.
And then we have okay, so that's a 7, 8, and 10. 7, an 8, and a 10. Next up, let's see. Please tell me that next scene that would talk about the destruction Eric was describing. 7 from Wilmer and a 10 from Jackson. Alrighty. And let's see. Snowman can't. Okay, hold on there. Can't get their pilot's license. Everyone knows that. We have Bizarre 10 from Michael Taylor. Next up, we have Maranya saying, Littlest Snowman, that's Frosty's son from Rudolph and Frosty's Christmas in July. So adorable. Score a kitschy 10. Alrighty, Snowman flying your plane. You know you're going to crash. You know he was a diversity hire. And Pillsbury Doughboy on a sleigh. Give it a 10, says MK. Alrighty, so we have 2 7s, 4 8s, and 2 9s. So that's 8, but there is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 10s. Alrighty, gang. I said we're gonna have ourselves a time at the end of the evening here. And next up, we're gonna go to the ladies. Then you get to start off on book 6.
Book 6. Okay.
Go for book 6. Alrighty. Okay, and what you got is right here.
Huh. My goodness.
Huh.
It's fine. It lacks, I think, it has the skill, but it lacks some of the warmth and charm of the previous ones.
Yeah.
It's an interesting composition, though. They got a good job making it look like he's really jumping really high up off of those skis. So it is certainly an interesting piece. I think I could give it a 9.
Okay. And how about you, Melissa?
Nice gradient background and the sky and the little town below. Yeah, I think I'll give it a, yeah, it's well done. Not quite as not quite the sense of kind of joy and one. Well, the kids look like they're having fun, but he looks like he's more into like extreme sports than in actually.
He's off to a curling event.
Yeah, I'll give it like a 9 too.
All righty. And RDV.
I guess this is supposed to be the 40s. I guess these are the dead end kids. Because I don't see all this being working out. With the kid on the bottom, the front there, is ski. His leg is snapped off as soon as that ski lands. A lot of violent covers here.
Oof. Hitting this one.
And yeah, now it's, are the gloves new, or did he have gloves last issue?
Is snow soft to fall in, or
Yeah,
is
he's always had gloves. Always had red gloves.
Oh, that's weird.
well, not in the animation, but in all the covers so far, he has.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go 9 with this.
All righty. And how about you, Eric?
Remember the wide world of sports?
I do, sir.
Well, this is not the thrill of victory. This is about to be the agony of defeat. And if anybody remembers the theme, so once again,
wasn't it dun 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 dun?
The agony of defeat was a skier wiping out.
Yes.
Yep. So it's going to be So once again, 10 for the carnage, even if it's only in my head.
Exactly. Alrighty, and I guess I'm going to be the bah humbugger because I'm going 8 on this one as well. All right. We got a 10, and I'm going 8. Alrighty, let's see what the chat's getting to. Snowmen have an obsession with flying, says Jackson. Joe said, you meet a lot of snowmen? Joe says 10. Rhaegar says 10. These are way better than the starters. Let's see. They look similar. 7. Usually I really like these painted Christmas covers, says Ollie Pong. Sometimes some hits and then, sometimes it doesn't, right? Let's see. A 9 from Desert Rose. A 10 fun cover, says Michael Taylor. And then we've got 2 8s, 1 from Ethereal, 1 from Wilmer. Oh, I'm sorry. 3. Jackson handed 1 in, and so does One Slick gives a 9. And that means we have 1, 2, 3 8s, 1, 2 9s, and 1, 2, 3 10s. 3 8s, 2 9s, 3 10s. Alrighty. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Alrighty, going on down there, the library there. He says 10 for great color and assured cool Uncle Frosty. He guarantees the kids safe arrival, and we will take his word on that. Dang it. Alrighty, we give it a 10. Let's see. Is he humming Star Wars? 9, my last ranking tonight. Early day tomorrow. Stay safe out there. You too, Brian. Take care. Be safe. Okie dokies. And then we have, let's see. Maranya, Frosty the Snowman. Frosty is reenacting the agony of defeat from Wide World Sports and taking those kids with him. Wonderful winter background. Score a wipeout 10. Alrighty. And watch out for the big red balls. Okay, let's get the stop. Any late bids will be counted. And this is what we got. We've got 4 8s taking out 4 of those 6 10s, the 5 9s taking out the rest of them. And there are a couple of 9s left. So there we go. This ends up in the 9 column, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. And I do believe RDV is up next. So he will go for book 7. Alrighty. You skipped MK's 9. Okay, thank you, Maranya. I will put that down. Yeah.
Sherlock Snowman says MK.
And here you go. This is book 9.
Oh, okay, it's Truly okay. I like it better saying "I love you, Truman." Like he's just happy with the. That's
I love you, Truman.
Your song you're seeing there. The snow was actually from the radiation fallout. Japan. Littlest Snowman. Apparently, Marania said this is supposed to be the son of Frosty the Snowman and Rudolph.
No, he was the son of Frosty, but he was in a Frosty and Rudolph's Christmas special.
Who's his mother? A snowblower?
Yes.
It's like sister. If I saw that, man, like I'd be running the other way. This is a creepy cover. I'm gonna go 7 with this because I don't know what to make of it. It's Macy's parade or just him just so close to the camera. Or is he gonna crush that town?
Yes.
Yeah,
to all of that.
It is a 7.
All righty. And how about you, Eric?
Okay, have you ever seen a thread on X, moments before disaster?
No, I don't do drugs.
Well, because somewhere down there, one of the villagers is cocking a high-powered rifle.
Oh, Frosty murder. It is always funny.
And, but I can't even give this a 10 for the imagined carnage. I can only give it a 9.
All righty.
Boy, he looks like the Pillsbury Doughboy, though, doesn't he?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Actually, Lori looks more like the little marshmallow. From Ghostbusters.
A little Stay Puft marshmallow guy?
Yeah, it looks like that.
Oh, maybe they're going to shoot him down with their protein packs?
I'm deeply wounded by that, but also amused.
All righty. What do you say there, ladies? What do you think of this one?
Okay.
I'm a little confused. He's supposed to be the littlest snowman, right?
Yes.
Okay, so like of all the snowmen you could make, he would be remarkably small.
You would think. Yeah.
Yeah, the snow looks really tiny next to him. So he's a fairly large snowman. I mean, he's not like super tiny. It's not like he's the snowman that's riding down on a snowflake or something like that.
That'd be cool.
That would be cool. He is a moderately large snowman that flies, apparently, which is a little bit better than his dad can do. But maybe he got that because he was in a Rudolph comic cartoon? Maybe? I don't know. It is a fun piece, though. I still feel like I don't really get what this show's about. But I guess I could give it a 9. The little buildings are cute, though. Yeah, I guess I'll go with a 9.
All righty. We got a 9 from Amy. Melissa?
Without the when the whole environment seems surreal, with the plane made of like just normal of like summer fans and the animals just cheering on this. What? It's kind of like that. That fell into it's just so bizarre. It's hilarious. I love it. Mm-hmm. But in this, actually a relatively bucolic scene, it's like, and all you have to look at is this huge chubby snow creature wearing yellow striped mittens and a fedora. I'm just like, were fedoras ever considered precious at some point in the past? Like, he's supposed to be like the little snowman. He's like, if he's the son of Frosty, he's like, shouldn't he feel like an adorable little child? Like, should he have sort of like kind of like a Casper the Friendly Ghost but snowman kind of vibe? Mm-hmm. Not
mittens.
Yeah, not bee mittens and a
fedora.
A heart says, "I love you truly." It's like, I am not feeling his character design. I would have to read a couple of stories to understand where's the heart. Like, how is this not just bizarre? but it's still, there is some appeal to the little face and the eyes and everything. So I think I'll give it an 8.
And it's still well painted and well.
All right. Okay, and let's see. That was 8. Okie dokie. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, and yeah, I'm agreeing with the 8 here. All right, let's go to the chat and see what they're saying here. We have 9 still has a creepy face, but the belly seems really fluffy, says Ollie Pong. All right, we got a 9 from him, and his face kind of give me slasher mask vibes. LOL, given a 9, says MK. All right, so we got 2 9s. And then we have 8 from Desert Rose, a 7 from the library, and an 8 from Rhaegar saying, look, Mom, it's the Michelin Man, and a 6 from Jay. So we've got a 6, a 7, and 2 8s. Alrighty, a 6, a 7, 2 8s. And Maranya is saying Little Snowman, Crystal, and Frosty's kid flying over the Winter Wonderland background. Freaking adorable score. And aw, 10. Next up, 10. I believe he will eat them. All right, we got good one. What did I do? 9 looks like a parade float. And let's see, I'll get him down paw. All right, let's get the 9 for the parade float. And 6 from Jackson. 8, the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man just tripped and fell on the town, says one skipped. We have Michael Taylor saying 7, another bizarre cover. So we have a 7 and an 8. There we go, a 7 and an 8. 8 from Wilmer, and there we go. Let me get the stop, and any late minute votes are A-OK. Let me add the Wilmer 8. All right, and what we got here is 1 5, 1 6, and 3 7s, taking out 5 of the 6 10s. And let's see, or 9, excuse me, and then the 8s come in and take out the rest. This is an 8. All righty, gang. Boom, boom. And there we go. All righty, here. And next up, I guess I'm starting again. So it is go for book 10, right? No, 8. Go for book 8. Got to go. Everybody have a great night and great week ahead of you, says Jackson. Be safe, man. Take care. All righty. And this is what we got. We've got Frosty the Snowman. And this is book 8. But what issue is this? This is... Oh, it's not even on this particular one here. So it must be a not Dell Comics version of it. It has a number, 841. Okay. I'm giving this a 10 because right away I thought this was cool with the fact that he's almost got his head all the way around and he's blocking everybody in the snow. I think it's a little cheating. I like the sled with the snowballs already on it. Easy 10. What do you say, Eric?
Well, Frosty's about to take a rock-filled snowball to the temporal lobe, which is going to kill him, and the kids are then on their own, and it might be a fair fight.
Oh, there you go.
This bullshit that these kids have to get around a big fat snowman.
Cheater, pumpkin eater, or something like that.
Absolutely. But that's still a 10.
All righty. And how about you, ladies?
Okay. I feel like I enjoy the energies when the boys. It's a more rambunctious kind of winter activity. They're in the heat of competition, and I kind of like. I like the expression on this Frosty's face, like the eyes and the emotions are clearer for me. I kind of like how he's sort of like, they're taking this ultra seriously, and he just kind of he thinks it's like a silly little kid, but it's still pretty cute, and he's just kind of having fun with it. I think I'll give it a 10 as well.
All
I see
right.
when you were striped mittens, it doesn't seem strange to me. Maybe it's the green and white that's okay, and just yellow and black just kind of feels sort of.
He's wearing them with a jacket.
Yeah.
Does anyone else think that the face you can see, the kid looks kind of demonic?
Was angry like Mark? It's a young Mark Wahlberg.
He's the one that came up with a plan.
He's taking this very, very seriously. That's true. Like he's maybe giving this a little more seriousness than the snowball fight deserves.
And Joe, if those other kids had had more on the ball, they could have captured the fort before those other kids did. So I'm saying that's.
That's probably, I don't know all the rules for snowball, but I'm glad that we've got a commentary here because there's hopefully they can win the snowball fight, right?
So what do you give it, Amy?
Me? Yeah, it's cute. I don't like it as much as the others, but oh my gosh, it's really good. So I'll give it a 10.
All righty. And RDV.
Am I the only one disturbed by the fact that Frosty's head's turned all the way around? Like his neck snaps?
Does he have a spine?
Well, look at his right hand glove. His head's turned all the way around with the scarf and everything.
Right?
Like
It's turning a little further than I can, I'll admit.
I mean, if his shoulder were going back a bit more, then he'd be turning his chest slightly outward, kind of across instead of straight against where the snow fort is. But I don't know that the artist has like notations for that much structure in Frosty's shape, or they just keep him a little more billowy. So
just seems very like, as Eric pointed out, it's kind of unfair that these kids are basically hiding behind this demonic snowman.
And no, the kid's demonic.
Well, where do you think he gets it from? The snowman.
Well, as was just pointed out, he can probably do that because he's made of snow.
Yes. He could also walk over there and swallow the kids too, like Clayman. Like
kid with the headphones.
Yes. I'm gonna go 9.
All righty. And let's go to the chat.
Also, that bomb kid on the right, where the heck is he throwing? What a horrible throw. Get him out of there.
Not the best thing. He's trying to get around a giant.
Well, he's got to get around the giant hand.
Yeah.
Why can't Frosty just shoot him on himself?
If he took his hat off, then yeah, he should be able to turn it towards the fort and just go.
Yeah.
So Ollie Pog says looks really good. Give it a 9. Jay says 10. So does Michael Taylor. Say you gotta love Frosty in the middle of a snowball fight. Yes, you do, sir. It is required. Alrighty, so we've got a 9 and 2 10s. Desert Rose says 9. Wilmer says 10, and Rhaegar says 9. So we've got 3 9s and 3 10s. Alrighty, here we go. 1, 2, and 3, and 1, 2, 3. Let's see. Maranya says Frosty Snowman, Frosty shielding the naughty kids in the snowball fight. Wonderful scene, well rendered, score an adorable 10. And then we've got Ethereal saying 8. The library saying 10. Another cool Uncle Frosty joyful helping in a gnarly battle. And we have, let's see, 1 slit 10, 9 from Joe. His head is freaking me out. So we have, let's see, 1 8, 1 9, and 1 2 3 10s. Alrighty, 1 8, 1 9, and 1 2 3 10s. And this ends up in the 10 column again. All right. Do we have any? Yep. Okay. Once again, let me get the stop. And if you do have a late vote, just put it on in there. And there we go. One more for the 10 column. Oh, here we go. And let's see. That was me. So we're rounding the final corner here. And it is go for book 9. Eric starting us off. We only have 12 issues tonight. All righty. And here you go, Eric.
Oh, man.
This is 1, 2, 4. This is issue 8.
He's lining up a slap shot that's gonna create little Tommy Toothless. Because when that shot goes right into, oh, this is awesome. Yeah.
More drainage.
You know what? It's possible that I'm reading more into these covers than that are actually there.
Maybe. I don't know if the guy was going, yeah, he's going to beat the shit out of them.
But I choose to think not. So, again, 10 for the future carnage.
All right.
Oh, he's going to take, no, I take it back. Not Tommy Tulis. He's going to take out Alfred E. Newman to his left.
Oh, well, there you go.
You look about right.
Might be a crotch shot.
Wonder if that'd make him mad.
Maybe. Ladies, what do you think? Not about the crotch shot, about the book itself.
I like the way the artist represents the track on the ice where Frosty's been going in a line. That's neat. That simple white line kind of painting out the motion here. I can't say that I like it as much as I've liked some of the others, but it's still very well done, and there's lots of nice detailing in the little sweaters and such in the background. I think I would give it a 9.
All righty. And Melissa?
I just don't think it's quite awesome for me. It's the painting skilled and it's a good pose and everything, but the giant pine needles in the background, well, I guess it could be a little surreal. You just try and make some wintry shapes without having to take time to put in like a whole bunch of forest or whatever. I'm kind of leaning more toward an 8.
Okay.
It's still pretty skilled.
And RDV.
I always like when they draw him looking like John Rickles. It's just like a cranky old man with a pipe, and he's just like, I'm gonna beat the crap out of these kids. And then they must be near the Rockefeller Center, or they're in the woods somewhere. That's a giant freaking Christmas tree, prime for burning.
No, or Melissa pointed out that's a forest, but it's missing something.
Oh, that's right. It is. They should light a fire to stay warm.
No.
Yeah. Either way I look at this, this is not going to end up well for the kids. Either Frosty's fat butt is going to pull him through the ice when he cracks through, or someone's getting a crotch shot, or worse, it could be the teeth. But I'm going to go with 9.
Okay.
And that double chin is awesome.
Well, thank you. I work out.
You have a triple chin. What are you talking about?
I overdo it. All right, so Jay says 10. So does the library, saying perfection. Joe says 10. Let's see. We've got Desert Rosa. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 8 from Ethereal, a 9 from Wilmer, a 10 from Rhaegar, a 10 from Ollie Pong, a 10 from One Slick, and a 9 from Michael Taylor. So it's 1, 8, 2, 9, 7, 10.
MK has an 8 also.
Yep.
I haven't gotten there yet.
And Ronnie has 10.
2. I haven't gotten there yet. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alrighty. Scooting on past Michael Taylor. We have MK. Oh, also hope Eric's tooth feels better. And I say 8. Maranya says Frosty Snowman, more skating with Frosty. Great rendering of the pine trees background. Fun cover that sells to the target audience. Score nice hockey 10. Alrighty. And Michael agrees the trees are very well done. All right. Then, whoops.
Do you think that's a pine, or do you think it's a fir tree?
Trees don't have furs.
They all burn the same.
We all burn.
Well, pine burns the hottest. So that might be the best way to go.
2 8s, 4 9s, 8 10s. Alrighty, kids. There we go.
Yeah,
oh wait, no, 9 10s. I didn't score that one. Okay.
Bruce says there's a rose.
There we go. And we are on the last 3 covers of the evening. And let's see, it is issue number 10. So that goes to the ladies. Let me say go for book 10. Alrighty.
Now I want to watch a Spruce Goose movie with Hanna-Barbera characters.
And here you go, Lester's.
Oh, well, this is interesting.
That usually means you don't like it.
It's not exactly my style, but it does have some interesting graphic art elements in there. The layout's not bad. It makes good use of the composition overall. This kind of super flat style for drawing characters it's a little Mary Blair, not exactly my favorite. It's just
Somewhere.
like that. Yeah, it doesn't. It lacks her warmth. But it's not bad. Yeah, I think I would give this an 8. There's some things that are done well about it. It's just not exactly my taste.
It's that stylized where they take a circle construction paper and they put eyes on it in the mouth.
And sometimes that can be done well, but
it's hard to do well.
Yeah.
There was that show that was on there in the 90s. It was a little kid, little Franklin or what it was, Little Man. They did the same style of that too. So I mean, it's like its style has been going on since the 50s or the late 40s.
Oh yeah, absolutely. At least the 50s.
Yeah.
And some people do better than others. The colors aren't bad though.
Frosty's face is though.
Yeah, it has some issues.
What happened?
He's leaning backwards a pretty good amount, but I think he expects to get a lot of leniency for that being made of.
He lost his double chin. He stopped working out.
Alrighty. Let's see. That was the ladies. RDV. What do you say? Oh wait, no. I need Melissa's score here. Yeah.
Oh, okay. The eyes kind of made me think of Frisch's Big Boy a little bit. I mean, we were trying hard not to laugh at something. Like I said, his legs feel like he's gonna. There's some weird tilt perspective in the way he stands. It doesn't feel settled or comfortable. I think I'll give it a 7.
Alrighty.
It's like the Cesar Romero makeup.
And RDV.
I'm going 5 on this. It just seems like they didn't put any effort into the kids down there, or the way they did the heads. Frosty, they can't make it. They can't choose on a house style. They keep just going different designs.
Yeah.
Well, no, I have these out of order, so they're like the last one I just looked up. The last book we're going to look at is the very first.
Whether this is the first one or the last one, it's still rough.
Okay. Eric, what do you think?
I kind of disagree. I think this doesn't look like a painted cover. It looks like it was done by a cartoonist. Because if you go back and look in magazines from the 50s, you see this art style a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But I am going to deduct a point for the tall kid apparently stole his grandmother's shoes. And I can't quite overlook that, but I'm still going to give this a 9.
Those are all girls except for the little boy. Yeah.
That the one in the middle is supposed to be a girl?
I think so. It looks like a skirt, doesn't it?
Or flared pants. It's hard to tell. Either way, it's a 9.
It says could be a plastic wrapping.
Alrighty, we got a 9 from Eric. And let's see. Now, I enjoy this. I actually the kids, which RDV was not liking. I don't know if you girls go to Disney very often, but if you ride the monorail, there's our lady Mary something or other.
Mary
say again.
Mary Blair.
She did the mural in the Contemporary. She did the design she did the design of It's a Small World, and that's what these kids remind me of. So this nostalgia's hitting. I'm gonna give this one a 9 though.
That's good.
Nice.
Yeah.
She also did a lot of the character design for Alice in Wonderland.
It's true.
There you go. Yeah, I used to know her name right off. I just couldn't think of it there. Jay is saying 8. Michael Taylor is saying 8. And Wilmer is saying 7. Desert Rose says 8. 8 from One Slick Dude. They need to differentiate whether those are stars or snowflakes. All right, so we have 1, 7, and 4, 8. 1, 7, 1, 2, 3, and 4, 8. Next up. Joe says 10. Ethereal says 6. MK says 7. It's interesting, says Rhaegar, giving us 6. So we've got 2 6s, a 7, and a 10. 1, 2, a 7, and a 10. Next up, library 10 for the purity and simplicity of slightly different traditional tone that still pops with great color. Michael Taylor is saying, nah, lower it to a 7. Alrighty. And Frosty looks like one of those Thomas the Train chairs. Give it a 7. All right, we got a 10 and 2 7s here. Okay. 1 and 2 and a 10. And we're losing an 8. Frosty the Snowman, this is your appropriate rendering for Frosty and especially the kids in advertising. Wonderfully whimsical, not a superfluous detail in the cover. Score a caroling 10. All right, it looks like pants, and I dig the 50s illustration style on the kids, and Frosty's face is kind of joyfully aged, says library. All righty, we got a 10 from Maranya, and let me get rid of one of those 8s. And here's what we got: 1 5, 2 6s, and they're taking down all 3 10s. We've got 5 7s taking out 1 of those 9s, and all 4 8s. So this is a 7, ladies and gentlemen. Lowest score of the evening.
Oh, he was saying characters. He didn't mean chairs.
Oh, that's okay.
He's abbreviated. That's all.
Ah,
I don't like Thomas the Train chairs. I mean characters.
I feel like I'm Anchorman sometimes. If it's up there, I'll just read it. There you go. All right, so let me.
All right, guys.
Yeah, but if it comes with a description, obviously I don't read everything. All right, here we go. We are on book number 11. RDV is leading us off on this one. Here you go.
Inspiring minds want to know. Will Marani give this another 10?
Hey, you know what? If you like it, you like it. You don't like it, you don't like it. Here you go, RDV.
Wow, that looks exactly like the other cover. The log, the sled before.
Well, this one looks safer.
Yeah, right.
Except for that little girl that's hanging on to a very icy snowman in the back.
I hope that dog's not tied to the sled.
Oh my gosh, it does look like he is, but it is he isn't. He is not. That's one of those steering things. Okay.
Okay. Oh, that's good. I was really worried.
He probably kept up for the first couple of miles or two. If you know, you know, kids. The old people know.
Unless he's got the rope in his mouth.
I think you're right. There's another rope on the other side, so we don't see another dog. So I think it's just trim on the sled or something.
Oh my gosh!
The tail didn't look like it was attached to the dog. It is not.
I was trying to figure out what that was, and the kid in the middle, his ears were earmuffs. I thought it was a word bubble at first. I'm gonna go 10 on this.
Alrighty.
Only because I know they're gonna smack into something at the bottom.
And how about you, Eric?
Is that supposed to be a dog running alongside of him?
It looks like a seal,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
He's got no paws.
Yeah. His front paws are like on the back, and his back paws are pushed forward. And you see he's sticking out. It's a really exaggerated run.
There's just little toes.
And he has a cat tail.
Well, all I know is we've looked at this is what, the 11th cover?
Yeah.
Yes.
When are these cads going to let this poor girl ride up front?
I know, right? What the hell's that all about?
Poor thing.
Talk about unchivalrous. Except for the one kid, doesn't look like he's gotten a ride at all. It's like he just got thrown off.
Yeah, he might be running too.
Yeah,
Could
him
be.
and the dog. No, that can't be possible.
And again, not sure what's keeping the pipe in his mouth, but
Magic, I guess.
I guess so.
A burning desire for tobacco.
Wait a minute. If the pipe falls out of his mouth, rolls over into the over to the trees, ignites, boom!
Bad
Forest
place.
fire.
I would say bad place for the hat part. It looks like he's got nipples.
And for the future forest fire, I'm giving this a 10.
All righty. And ladies, what do you think?
I really do love the layout of this, the colors, the posing's good. This is just an excellent piece all around. Yeah, it's just beautiful textures. It's just great. I'll give this a 10.
Me too.
All righty. And let's see. We started off with Venkman. I'm thinking this is a 10 right from the first time I saw it. It is just one of those classic Dell covers I love there. All righty. So, okay. And let's check out the chat here. Wilmer says 10, 9 from Rhaegar, 10 from Joe, 9 from Desert Rose, and 7 from Ethereal. So it's 7, 2 9s, 2 10s. Alrighty. 7, 2 9s, 2 10s. And then we've got 10 fun covers, says Michael Taylor. Ollie Pong says the boy on the front has face on his earmuffs. Does he?
It's something on his earmuffs. It looks like an eye and a mouth on the left one. I don't know.
Yeah.
Weird design. Shading.
I really like the feel of it, though. Give it a 10. And then we have a 10 from the library. Incredible rendering emotion and festive joy, and I can feel the cold weather. Great stuff. So we've got 3 10s right down the line there, 1, 2, and 3. Maranya is saying Frosty a snowman replacing the log with a sled. It's a great cover. Whimsical kids, just enough background to set the scene. Poor doggo. Jonathan Winters as the snowman. Score a wee 10. All righty. And then we've got a 10 from One Slick. The way it's drawn, it looks like Frosty has cold nipples. Cold nipples, not cold. The Wacky Tobacco from Rhaegar, 10. And hopefully that dog don't get caught in front of the sled blade or dinner tonight, kids. We have 2 10s to add on to this, and we have 1 7, 2 9s, and the rest are 10s.
The dog's going along with it because the kids are going to crash, and the dog's going to be like, I got food.
All righty, kids. If I'm just gonna give you a fair warning here. I'm leading this off on the last one. It's the 12th book of the night, last book of the night for book 12.
What's the warning then?
Venkman, you're gonna think this is creepy. If you didn't like that one at the beginning, here is the very first Frosty cover.
Whoa!
There you go, kids. Okay, see, on this one, I kind of agree with you. The smile almost looks evil. The legs just look way too awkward for me. He looks, you know what he looks like? He looks like a bug with a big thorax.
Yeah.
Well, you know why there's only 2 kids in there, because it's all the other kids he's swallowing in the bottom.
I guess so, yeah. Overall, I don't hate it. I think it is kind of cute. It's just Frosty looks very off. I'm giving it an 8. Eric, what do you think?
This is the strangest baseball game I've ever seen.
Right?
I mean, what's he gonna do? Just throw it into his ass?
That makes it so bottom heavy.
I mean, if you can't even get him to stand in the batter's box correctly, what the?
Oh yeah, how's he supposed to hit it? Right? Because you're supposed to stand facing or sideways.
Maybe he's gonna shoot out his butt.
I don't know. And then as other covers have shown, this is clearly a hockey stick he's holding.
Yep. This is from.
But I'm going to say 9.
Okay, and how about you, ladies?
It's so strange judging one of these by the quality of the inking. It has, I guess, nice inks. I'm not feeling a lot of this though. It's kind of strange having those little skinny legs coming out of like a big snowbally shell when it doesn't really make sense for his hips to be there. Not that a snowman should have hips. You have to be really careful when you're trying to give structure to a very simplified shape. You need to know what you can bend and what has to just kind of stay.
Go away.
Yeah, what has to go away. So he's doing his best, and I guess he's just trying to sell the idea of a baseball pose, but apparently isn't doing that right because he's facing away from or maybe there's somebody up front who's throwing a snowball at him too. I don't know.
Maybe he pivots a lot.
Maybe he pivots a lot because they're all throwing snowballs at him. I think I would give this a 7. I think, I think I would give it a 7 compared to what we've seen tonight. It's like,
Alrighty, and how about you, Melissa?
Yeah, I think. I think I'll give it a 7 too.
Alrighty. There we go. And RDV.
I agree with your daughter. This is freaking creepy. This is a 6.
Alrighty. And let's go to the chat after that. Oh, first let me write down the 6.
What if he already ate one of the kids and they're attacking him, trying to keep him away?
That's it, yeah. Let's see. 10 from Rhaegar. Hi, Ashley, says Michael Taylor. And hello to my daughter. Howdy, howdy. 39 degrees in summertime. Oy vey.
It's warmer here.
All right, 10 from Rhaegar. It's so bad it's good, says Rhaegar. 10, nice to see line art, says library. So we got 2. Great Googly Moogly is saying 6 already. So we've got a 6 and 2 10s.
Yeah, it's actually 42 right now.
44 here. We have, let's see. I like the pitch black eyes, says Ollie Pong, giving it a 9. Alrighty, and then we have, he doesn't have legs. He only has kinkles. Desert Rose says 7. Joe says 10. And Wilmer says 6. So 6, 7, and 10. Alrighty. 6, 7, and 10. Let's see. Weird pose for the perspective says 1 slick, giving it an 8. And Maranya says, Frosty Snowman. Frosty looks about to whack-a-mole using the broomsticks on the kids for throwing snowballs at him. Great winter scene. Era appropriate rendering overall score. A batter up. 10. And then we have Michael Taylor, 8. Gotta love the kid trying to deck Frosty with a snowball. Next up, we have currently it's 55 in the summer. That's odd. Interiors on the issue are by John Stanley and are even weirder, though simpler. This cover, I think, is by Dan Core. Well, thank you very much. All righty, let me put the stop. And if you have a late-minute vote, please, by all means, put it down there. For now, let's see what we have. We have 3 6s and taking out 3 of those 4 10s. Then 3 7s, taking out the last 10 and both 9s, leaving only the 3 8s left. And this joins the 8 club. And there you go, ladies and gentlemen. All righty. This is the placement, and it's about time we find out what order we're putting these in and which one is going to go to the bracket fights. All righty. We know what the 7 is. So we need the best and worst of the 8s. Here you go. All right, let's start off with you, Eric. Okie dokie. Eric is not here.
Oh, I wasn't muted, and I thought I was, so I unmuted and I actually muted.
Oops.
Were you eating popcorn?
No, I'd stopped. I'm going to go with my favorite being the fat little snowman about to be shot down in the middle.
Flying snowman.
You say what you want. I'm the fat snowman about to be shot down.
Okay.
Oh, you know what? He's over Jersey here now.
I'm going to say flying, dancing, and baseball. All righty. So
and my
what's the
least
worst?
favorite is dancing.
All righty. And Lester's.
Well, my favorite would definitely be the little flying guy. He's bizarre, but it's just still a fun piece.
How bizarre.
Least favorite, I guess it would be baseball.
Okay.
My favorite would be baseball. My least favorite would be dancing.
Alrighty. And RDV.
My favorite is the dancing. My least favorite is the baseball.
Huh.
We got a
All
fat
right.
shame on. He's too fat there.
I like the flying, and the least favorite's the baseball. Going on, Maranya says best is the littlest snowman, the flying, and the worst is the batter up. Alrighty, and then we have
Good night.
Ollie Pong saying the best is littlest, worst is baseball. Alrighty. Next is the library, who says best is line drawn batter up, worst is dancing snowballer. Already, and that is the best is the baseball, and the worst is the dancing. Okay, and then we have let's see, Rhaegar, fat snowman is greatest. Okay, that's the baseball, and dancing snowman is dreadful. All right, let's see, Joe, best is flying, worst dancing. Alrighty, worst is dancing, best is flying. And then we have Mimk, best baseball, worst dancing. Alrighty, and Fat Amy Flying, don't care for either. Middle is best, first is worst. Okay, flying and first is worst. That's the dancing. Okie dokie. Let me get the stop, and we will ratio this. There you go.
And move him well.
And we have a couple of obviouses. We had one positive and the rest negative for dancing. And then this is the order it's going to be in, because the baseball got 4 positive, 5 negatives, and snowman got 7 positives, no negatives. 9 is in its place, so let's just jump right to the 10s here. I'll put the go for 10. Go for 10. And Eric, lead us off, please. There we go.
Okay. I think I'm going to say the best is the second one on the second row.
Okay, and that is, let's say, what is that? A bobsled or something like that? I'll just say sled, because the other one's a log. So
Sure.
you got music, you got log. What else? We have broom ride.
Hockey.
We have hockey, and then snowball fight, and then we have airplane, and of course sled. Okay, what's your worst?
I think airplane.
All right.
It's hard to tell. I mean, it's hard to choose. They're all pretty much the same.
They're all fun. Yes. Melissa and Amy, what do you say?
Yeah, I think I agree. So, best is the sled, or my favorite one is that. And I guess my least favorite's the plane, probably.
Okay.
It's still a great piece, but.
Alrighty. Melissa?
My favorite's also the sled, and least favorite is the plane.
Wow.
Okay.
The plane.
And RDV.
Well, the best is the plane.
All right.
All right.
And the worst. Wow.
I know, right?
The one on the far right, on top.
The music. Alrighty. Goodness gracious. In all of them, I think my favorite is the hockey. I really do enjoy that one.
You heard out the wrong one. My least favorite was the snowball fight.
Snow. Oh, far right. The other right. Okay.
Right.
Yeah. All righty. The
You
snowball
went too
fight.
far right. Get back on the left side.
The least of them, I've got to agree with everybody. The plain one. Best is sleigh ride, worst is airplane, says library. Okay. And then we have, let's see, the plane is first. Oh, it's plane and then the first one. Okay, the airplane is the best, then music is the worst. Alrighty, then Ollie Pong, best is red BG and worst is plain. Alrighty, red background, that's the best, that's the music, and the worst is the airplane. And then we've got the best is the airplane, maximum carnage, and the worst of one is the first one. And by that, I mean the red background.
Yeah,
All right, so music, and that's the best says the airplane. All right, Maranya says, let's see, the best is number 3 on the top row, which is the
forest fire.
The broom ride, yep, the forest fire. And the worst is the littlest in the plane. Alrighty, then we have snowball fight. Gotta love Frosty in the middle of a snowball fight. Okay, and let's see. The third is the worst, which is the broom ride. And next up, we have Joe. Best is airplane. It's unique. Worst is snowball fight because his body is just jacked up. Alrighty, best is airplane. Worst is snowball fight. And then we have, let's see, best is airplane. Okay, I read that one. Michael, you're trying to negate my vote. Best is sleigh, worst is plane, says library. Sled is best, worst is plane. And you're relative, right? The beat. Best is nipple snowman riding the sleigh, and worst is the first trumpet stuck to him. All right, music is worst, and the best is the sleigh ride from
All you plane haters.
All righty. Well, let me get the stop. We're about to figure out which one here and go ratio these things. And the worst
guy wins.
Well, here's the thing about the airplane. It actually does end up in the negative, but there, I have to go with that one, I guess. Hold on. Wait a second. That leads to 1. That is 4. On the okay, yep, the airplane has to go worst. It's got 4 negatives, and then we have snowball, which has nope. The next one to go would be the music, and then snowball fight has 1 positive, 2 negatives. Alrighty. And then the next one, any more on the negative side of things? No, but we do have one that cancels it out to 0, but we have one that wasn't mentioned. I think that one should go next.
Yep.
There we go. Because nobody mentioned a positive or negative. And then the one that cancels it out with votes, so it's 0, is the broom ride, leaving these 2 right here. Nope, that's the broom ride. Okay. And we have hockey, which had 1 positive, no negatives, but the sled had 6 positives, no negatives. So that's going into the bracket fights, ladies and gentlemen.
So you tell me you moved the forest fire one for no reason?
I moved it for no reason. Yeah.
It's back in the same spot it was before.
There you go. All righty. So we've got number 12 being the caroling Disney ride. Then we have Dancing Frosty in number 11. Number 10 is I'm Gonna Kill You Kids Frosty. Littlest Snowman Flying is number, 12, 11, 10, 9. 8 is Skiing Frosty. 7 is Airplane Littlest. 6 is Musical Frosty. 5 is Snowball Fight Frosty. 4 is Log Ride Frosty. 3 is Broom Ride Frosty. A Hockey Frosty is 2. And number 1. And number 1 is the Sled Frosty. Bum, bum, bum.
Wait, Nipple Frosty 1?
Nipple Frosty Run. Yeah, 1, yes. That is the way of things, ladies and gentlemen. Nipple Frosty.
I blame MK. He voted for it.
And there you go. Yeah. Alrighty. That was kind of cool. I'm digging on these Christmas. Unfortunately, they're not getting
cool.
Yeah, very cool. Yes, like ice. These Christmas ones aren't exactly burning up, but I'm having fun, and we're going to keep going. Now, tomorrow we might do a show, or if you guys want to do a show, feel free. If you want to do the horror comics, I'll set it up for you. But Gail did say she wanted to spend an evening out. We're going to see a mystery movie, and then she said she wanted to grab dinner after. So I don't know if we would be here on time to do a show. If you guys want to take over, I'll build one up for you. There isn't any gory covers, ladies, if you wanted to join, but there are Christmas horror comics. Yeah, I made sure to not include anything that would be tacky,
right,
for this. Yeah, but there you go. After that, on Tuesday and Wednesday, we have Marvel and DC. So that's going to be fun because I'm not doing the holiday specials. I'm doing actual comics from their series. So Amazing Spider-Man cover or Batman cover that was a Christmas cover will be in there. Well, not Batman because we had his own, but you get what I'm saying. All righty. If the mystery movie sucks, do you get your money back? Oh, for my birthday, we got those cards. So
do they tell you when it starts?
What, the movie? Yeah.
The mystery movie. They tell you when it starts?
It's usually on a Monday at 7:00. So
it's not that big a mystery.
I guess apparently not. They spoiled it for you.
Well, the thing is, you sit down, you have no idea what you're about to see. And sometimes it's you get unlucky where you're watching a movie called Exhausting Forgiveness. And then sometimes you get unlucky when you're like, hey, all right, we get to see Gladiator 2. That was my reaction. I could not believe how
the baboons and the sharks with freaking laser beams.
I know, right? Gladiator 2 was so dull. I was excited. I was like, hey, all right, yeah, I wanted to see this. And now that was so, yeah. I never made it to Craven. I'm probably going to see it on Tuesday or Wednesday. That's
probably a good thing.
Yeah, I'll watch it.
It may be out of the theaters by Tuesday.
I know, right? I haven't seen Venom yet either, so I have.
3 on Friday.
Say again.
We're gonna go see Sonic 3 on Friday.
Oh, that's
nice.
What
I gotta watch. I gotta watch the first 2 movies.
Yeah, I haven't seen any of those.
Oh, they're great.
Does Tails come in the second movie, or is he in the first movie?
He makes a little cameo at the end of the first, and then.
So
is introduced to the story by the second one.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
Their interaction is what I love the most about that.
Oh yeah, They gave a movie just to establish Sonic and where he is in the world, so you know Sonic, you know the world, and they introduce a new character. And
hope we get Sally Acorn and all the rabbits and stuff in the third movie.
I haven't seen the Lord of the Rings or Moana 2 yet either, or
that new Lord of the Rings animated movie.
Yeah, the Y2K, haven't seen that, or the documentary on Mary.
They're really not very kiddie movies, I would say. I mean, there's nothing really like dark or sinister about them, or even cynical. Really, they're very sincere. I think you would really enjoy them. I think they're much better than they need to be, and much better than I would have expected them to be. And given the way they've been going, Sonic 3 is probably going to be pretty intense.
There's another deal with that derpy guy that was in Knuckles show.
Rhaegar, it's a juxtaposition. Like, what if Y2K actually happened the way everybody thought it would, and they go over the top of it?
Sweet.
I'll tell you what, though. My theater is showing White Christmas, and on Tuesday I might see that. The only thing I would be very disappointed, because the aspect ratio of movies that old is about, like, if I'm at widescreen right now, the aspect ratio would be this, it would only right here, it doesn't use the full screen when you see an older film like that. On the other hand, I've never seen White Christmas on the big screen.
And it's a good movie, right?
Yeah, I don't know.
It was okay.
would it actually be better than Kraven the Hunter or Y2K? I have no idea.
I hope if you go to see Kraven the Hunter, you don't take Gail. Poor Gail should just stay away from that.
Gail does not want to see. Yeah,
put your foot down, Gail.
No, she likes the mystery movies. She likes the mystery movies, and she likes going out to the movies on Thursday. But I told her, I said, well, I'll find something that you might like. But on Thursday, the new movie is Mufasa, and neither of us want to see that shit. Maybe I'll drag her to Sonic 3 or The Lord of the Rings or Moana, probably. You know, she likes the, you know. But going ahead.
I just wanted to give a shout out to Ollie Pong.
Oh,
yeah.
That being said, I would not mind seeing Wicked again, but I don't think she'd go see that with me again. Once is enough. Yeah, when it comes on DVD or something, she'll watch it again. But yeah, is the little LOTR animated movie out in theaters? Yeah, it is, Rhaegar. It is. All righty. Anywho, gang, so join us at least on Tuesday and Wednesday for those cover rankings, Marvel and DC. They should be a lot of fun. Like I said, if you guys want to do one, just let me know and I'll set it up for you guys. I might be home in time to join you for the horror covers if you want to do it, but I might not. If not, just take the keys to the car. Just don't wreck it. That being said, guys, thanks for hanging out with us. And as always, thank you very much for watching. Have a good night.
Night, everyone.
Good night.